Dave has a very interesting job. He creates fishing stuff. So I thought it would be good to get you out here today to test some of this stuff.
Another little smallmouth here.
Nice
little fish, yeah.
Wow, you did that like a pro. Nice fish. I got my eye on you, Dave. You sure you haven't fished here before?
Canadian Sportfishing, brought to you by Rapala, premium fishing gear crafted from experience. Yamaha Outboards, reliability starts here. Dickies, guaranteed workwear since 1922. Lucky Strike, all you need is a Lucky Strike.
How many world records does Rapala have? It's like amazing.
It's, yeah, I mean, we get more and more every year, but we actually hold the record for world records.
For the records.
You know that.
That's funny. You hold the records for the records. Okay, now you don't mind getting the net that's
Absolutely.
back there. I know you love to fish. You don't get out much. But you know what? We're going to get so many bass today. This is a starter fish. And we'll talk to the viewers about the strategy, about using the different twitch baits. Perfect. Now you notice this net is not very deep. You know, I tell the viewers, depending what they're fishing for. If you're fishing for salmon, you want a big old net. This is probably an all-round size fishing net, but the key is it's got a really shallow basket, almost like a cradle. So the fish, actually, when they lay in it, don't thrash around too much. Dave, let's tell them a little bit about our strategy here, about fishing twitch baits, because it's not that simple. I mean, you make such well-built lures that are designed to do very specific jobs. So this isn't a max wrap.
No, this one here is the flat wrap, and it's got a little bit of a more subtle action when you compare it to, say, an X wrap or a max wrap. It's got a real nice flicker, live minnow type of a wobble. So, you know, really nice to trigger smallmouth bass, largemouth bass.
Now, if he was a bigger fish, Dave, I'd use the net and put him in there and let him revive a little bit. But he's just a little guy. I'm guessing he's about 14 inches. He's probably about 1.5 pounds. So we're just going to release him like that, and he's going to disappear. There he goes, right down to the bottom.
Good work.
Now, Dave, here's a larger one. We should show the viewers, because that's what the lure looks like.
This is the size 16.
So 16 centimeters. 16
centimeters, standard Rapala sizing. This one's, you can see, a little bit larger. So it's going to be a great bait for pike, you know, larger bass. Any game fish, really.
Now we could cast that even here, even though it's a larger lure. What I like about the packaging on the Rapala, it tells you right on the side. So if you just hold that to the camera,
that's right,
they can actually see all the detail that's there.
All the Rapalas show the running depth of the lure on the top line here, on the top of the box. So as you can see, this flat wrap 16 will swim about 4 to 6 feet on a cast.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to keep this little baby on. You keep fishing the max wrap. I got a feeling some of the bigger fish are going to be just off the shoreline.
You're not going to let me switch up?
Oh, no, you can. Listen, I want you to have fun. Remember, that's the name of the game here. You can tell from the bright skies that we've got a perfect day to fish. And with me today is Dave Neal. Dave has a very interesting job. He creates fishing stuff to make people happy. That must be nice, eh? You're kind of like the Santa Claus of fishing. Now, I know that they expect you to develop all this product stuck in an office. So I thought it would be good to get you out here today to test some of this stuff. So what we've done here, we're fishing Lake Erie, New York, because in New York, you can fish for bass in Lake Erie all year. They do have some exceptions. You can fish for them, but you can't keep them at certain times of the year. Then you can only keep one fish, and then you can keep a limit of bass later on. So what we're actually targeting this morning is what I call post-spawn bass. These are bass that have finished spawning. They've moved off the shoreline, so you can see we got lots of water behind us. and they're coming on large flats to feed. So if you look at my sonar here, the water depth here is about 30 feet. And then from this, where this green line starts, to the riprap wall, there's a large flat. And this flat is probably about a half a mile long, where the water goes from 10 feet right up to the riprap. Now, to fish effectively these flats, we need to cover a lot of water. And what Dave and I have decided to do is use a variety of twitch baits. This one is one of the newest ones on the market. It's called a Max Wrap. What are some of the features that make this twitch bait so special?
Well, one of the biggest features, Italo, is the Max Cast system. And what that is an internal weight system that actually transfers some tungsten weights to the back of the bait when you cast. And what that does is allows for very long casting distance. So here today, you'll see we'll be able to cast right up to this riprap and start twitching the bait back in. So that internal Max Cast system will actually settle back into the belly of the bait and help it to be neutrally buoyant.
That's amazing.
So
it's quite a complicated lure.
It is. It's got laser engraved scales, VMC spark point hooks, so all kinds of great features on this lure.
When you look at it though, without knowing all the technology that's gone in it, you know, if I just turn it like that in the sun, it looks so real. I mean, it looks like it's got real scales in the flash. This is a silver and black one. It's a number 11 centimeters long. I mean, it looks like a slim bait fish that needs to be eaten.
Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes.
I saw a huge swirl. I turned to my husband and I asked him, I said, "Did you see that?" I started reeling in and everything happened so fast. My nephew Matt netted the fish. My husband and my nephew, like it was a team effort to bring it in the boat. It measured 40 inch. We just took a picture, a few quick pictures, and we just released it. Yeah, I was quite excited.
We'd love to hear your fishing story. Go to our website and enter the Dickey's Sport Fishing Sweepstakes. It's free, and you could win some great prizes.